What's up, everybody? Dead Wolf here with another one. This time we're going to check out top 10 scary Barney theories. Shout out to that most amazing top 10. And without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and welcome back to another video. Oh, Barney. Our favorite purple dinosaur has been on air since the late 80s, and boy do people have a lot of thoughts and feelings about him. Barney was first created in 1987 by a woman named Cheryl Leach, who was originally trying to find a way to entertain her 2-year-old son, Patrick. As she knew Patrick loved dinosaurs, and particularly the T-Rex, Cheryl and her teacher/mother friend, Kathy Parker, agreed to create a silly, optimistic purple Tyrannosaurus Rex named Barney, and the rest was history. Or was it? These are the top 10 scary Barney theories. Starting us off with number 10 is the lost episode. There's an article written online about this ominous lost episode of Barney. A father of 2 3-year-old boys saw on the TV guide that there was a lost episode of Barney that was only going to be played once at 7 p.m. that night. So with that being said, the boys were so excited to watch their favorite show, so they got their popcorn ready and sat down on the couch. As the clock struck 7 p.m, the Barney and Friends theme song started playing, but something was just a little off. The father describes how he could quietly hear creepy whispering during the theme song music. He shrugged it off and the episode began playing like it always does, and if you've seen the show, you know that the episode starts off with a doll version of Barbie that soon comes to life. So this all happens as normal until Barney comes to life and starts giggling like crazy, kind of like maniacally. Barney didn't sound like himself. It was as if 2 people were talking at once, one with a normal voice and one with a deep demonic one. Then Barney says, "Hi kids, today I'm going to teach you about death." One of the kids says to Barney, "What's death, Barney?" And Barney says in a deep voice, "This is." And his face turns red, his teeth grow long, and then he just eats the child. He then starts chasing the other children around and eating them until the episode is over. I mean, if this video doesn't ruin your childhood, that first point probably did. Coming in at number 9 is Barney's theme song backwards. This one really gave me the creeps, you guys. Everyone knows the theme song to Barney, right? The one that goes, "Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. And when he's tall, it's what we call a dinosaur sensation," etc. That was a pretty good a cappella version if I do say so myself. I'll stick around after the video to sign some autographs for you guys. Anyway, if you play that backwards, it translates to "Barney so gentle, we sleep with him. We're making out with him. We do revenge and suffer while he's mocking us." Yeah, that's not okay. How is that even real? Someone please call the FBI on Barney, because that's not safe. And if you don't believe me, literally try playing and suffer while he's around after the video to sign some autographs for you guys. Anyway, if you play that backwards, it translates to "Barney so gentle."
Wait, what? Barney so gentle, we sleep with him.
We sleep with him, we're making out with him, we do revenge and suffer while he's mocking us. Yeah, that's not okay. How is that even real? Someone please call the FBI on Barney, because that's not safe. And if you don't believe me, literally try playing it backwards yourself and you'll find out. Straight facts, bro. I ain't lying to you. At number 8, we have verbal abuse. This theory suggests that Barney was verbally abusive to the kids working with him on the show. There are many rumors flying around that Barney was very rude and disrespectful to all the kids because the costume the actor wore was over 70 pounds and the temperature could get up to over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and you couldn't even take the head off to have a break. So I mean, I completely understand that you would be very tired and grumpy. That's fully valid, but there's no reason to be verbally abusive to the children when they literally did nothing to you. It's not their fault you have to wear that. It's yours. Barney had over 8 different costume portrayals from 1988 to 2007, and people think this is because no one could control their temper on set and that the performers would continually just take their anger out on the kids. They've been through so much. Filling at number 7 slot, we have the serial killer. Apparently lovable, kid-friendly Barney over here was actually based off of a 1930s serial killer. A rumor has been floating around the web that back in the 30s, a man by the name of Barney would dress up every day in a dinosaur costume and go to his neighborhood playground and lure kids to him. His bright dinosaur costume would intrigue the kids, who would then get distracted from their parents, and then Barney would just kidnap them. I mean, kids get distracted by anything, honestly, so that wasn't probably that hard to do. Barney would then force the children to be happy, otherwise he would kill them. That's very dark and morbid. Okay, honestly, personally, I never liked Barney. It was always on TV when I was little, but I was just like, I'm too cool for this. I'm too old for this. I'm not gonna watch Barney. Look at me, I'm 5. Now, at number 6 are preteens versus toddlers. This theory suggested that preteens are forced to act like toddlers on set. In almost every Barney episode, there are new kids that come and play with Barney, including some famous faces, including Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, Madison Pettis, and Debbie Ryan. The children on the show seem to be between the ages of 9 to 12, but people have theorized that the kids were forced to act like they were between 2 to 4 years old. They play games and speak in ways that make them seem more than half their age, and I actually fully agree with this one. People think it's a very strange thing to watch kids play with blocks, count to 10, and sing the ABCs when they're 12 years old. They're definitely not acting age appropriately, and that might confuse young viewers. This whole thing is just a very unrealistic concept in and of itself, but I do understand that it is way harder to cast toddlers to play actual toddlers, mostly because they're don't know how to speak. Come.
Hi, honey. Hi. Who's a good boy? Oh, look at you.
Wondering who ate all the pretzels? Yeah, it was Reese's.
And number 5 is Barney's Campfire Song. Now, many of us remember the VHS special Barney's Campfire Song, where Barney and friends all go camping together. It was the 5th video in the Barney in the Backyard Gang series and was originally released in 1990. Within the 40-minute special, all is well until they start looking into this dark cave. Many kids remember this creepy-looking bear that comes out of the cave because it literally traumatized many of them and gave them nightmares. And I don't blame them. Have you seen that bear? First off, the bear's mouth doesn't even move. His face is tinted red. His eyes are way too big, his smile is way too small, and those creepy pajamas I can't even. Let alone all this creepy music playing on top of it all, it just doesn't feel right. This is a children's show, people, what are we doing? Is this Barney's arch nemesis that was deemed too dark for daytime TV? No clue, but let's just never see that bear again, shall we? Okay. Deal. At number 8 is Barney's drug addiction. Clearly, no one is safe from the drugs, guys, except you guys. Don't do drugs. People have speculated that one of the actors that played Barney was actually a severe cocaine addict. The theory is that he was so addicted that he started stashing lots of cocaine up in Barney's tail during the filming of the show. During this time, the actor was very angry and aggressive and started swearing at the children. The behind-the-scenes crew of Barney got very suspicious of his behavior, and he eventually got caught, got fired, and then was sent to jail. And of course, Barney had to be recast once again. Damn, no one likes the kids on set. I don't know, I'm laughing, it's kind of funny. Filling out number 3 slot is the Illuminati. This theory states that Illuminati created the character Barney to be able to kidnap as many children as they could. Because clearly Beyonce and Jay-Z just weren't enough for them. The Illuminati was able to make an entire franchise filled with Barney-themed birthdays, lines and lines of Barney toys, and market it to be one of the biggest and well-known children's television shows of all time. Illuminati know that if the children liked this trustworthy dinosaur, it would become a safe haven and a sensational hit amongst children aged 1 to 6. After developing many successful seasons and VHS specials of the successful brand, they used the casting of the children to secretly kidnap the smartest and most enthusiastic ones without anyone getting suspicious. My only bout with this theory is clearly people were suspicious. I'm sure the parents were like, where are our kids? Surely. Now, at number 2 is the original Barney. There is a theory out there that discusses the fact that people don't know what happened to the first ever Barney. David Boss, the actor that played Barney in Barney in the Backyard Gang in 1988, was so overworked and exhausted since he was spending hundreds of hours a week on set running around with children that he had enough. Not to mention, hello, the suit weighs a lot. You can't breathe in there. And he was also in the costumes. They didn't tell them that before they hired him. He was constantly complaining of the pain and stress he was under, and that no one on set really cared about it. The actor was so depressed that he ended up taking his own life on set while still inside the Barney costume. That's very sad, but I also hope for the next actor they did change the costume, because I feel like that's A, disrespectful, B, just very creepy. Finally, at number 1 is Barney's Dark Truth. This next one comes from Reddit user Beauty Goddess 101, and she shared that during the original Barney in the Backyard Gang that aired from 1988 to 91, Barney says during a theme song that he lives with all the kids. However, Tiny and Lucy say that they're sisters. This kind of implies that they're all from separate families, especially because they've had the kids' parents on the show and they were all different people. But during the theme song, the lyrics say, but Mom has never seen it because she doesn't know our secret, meaning that the kids are either foster siblings or in an orphanage, and they're having a very difficult time dealing with being taken away from their homes and their families. They would probably be too young to understand why they live with strangers and are not allowed to go home, and why this purple dinosaur is raising them. That would be my first question. And that Barney is actually this imaginary friend they made up in an attempt to have someone that loves and cares about them. Now, every day in the theme song, they sing that Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, as well as the I Love You song is like a promise or oath they take to reassure each other that they are loved and wanted, and that even though they aren't a family by blood, they are still a family. And that is it for today's video, guys. Barney, what do we think of him? Do we love him? Do we hate him? Honestly, to me, not my jam. I was too cool when I was 5. I didn't watch Barney. I was out there watching bloody Powerpuff Girls, because girl power. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. As always, I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Alright, everybody, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you get notified the next time I drop a new video. And without further ado, we're going to get up out of here, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.